A pleasant day everyone, I'm Jeremy Gutierrez and now I will present the assigned topic for me, which is the objectives of the development function, training, education, and staff development. In the previous presentation of Ms. Cadil, she already discussed the definition of these terms, but now we will identify and we will know the objectives of the development function in terms of training, education, and staff development. So let's start. The development function is most often associated with training employees to perform existing jobs more efficiently, effectively, and responsibly. But in many organizations, the development functions includes more than training for short-term improvement. It is uncommon for the organization to focus on the education of employees for the longer term. So we can say that the training, the education is important for the development of employees. But to build the competencies to achieve the promotion, they need more than that. Staff development is designed to open the organization to broader vistas and new ways of thinking. The staff development aims to build the competencies of employees and teams, to enhance the general knowledge base of the organization, and of course, to prepare a cadre of people to think strategically. I already mentioned this earlier, that three categories of the development activities: training, the education, and staff development. Nadler and Nadler identify these categories in their book Designing Training Programs, and I will discuss these development activities one by one. So let's start with the training. Training provides learning for current responsibilities and tasks. So here, the training is the process of learning the skills that the employees need to know for their job. It is important to be able for them to be efficient and effective. Much of this learning focuses on skill building but can also include understanding concepts and theories and increasing self-awareness of one's own personal attributes, perceptions, attitudes, and ways of thinking. So there are various of training for the employees that includes more on enhancing skills and capabilities. Aside from that, pwede din ma-develop yung self-consciousness ng isang employee dito. For example, supervisory training often includes performance management as a main topic, which can include skills such as setting goals and performance standards, assessing performance, and giving feedback. It can also include the learning theories of motivation and understanding one's own communication style and its impact on others. All this learning is directed towards improving the supervisor's current responsibilities and enhancing managerial competence. So, the training can help employees to understand how their work fits into their company's structure, goals, and missions. And nagiging motivated din yung employee when they understand how their work matters. That's why the training can improve work quality and outcomes. So next is the education. Education is more on future-oriented, unlike the training that talks about more on current responsibilities of employees. It can include skill building but may put more emphasis on learning that can be generalized to different situations and on preparing the individual for new responsibilities and challenges. So here, the concept of education is for the preparation of one's future. Like the students, we are educating ourselves for us to achieve our dreams in life. In employees naman, they need education to be able for them to be prepared for their new responsibilities in their work or for their promotion. A supervisor who aspires to a managerial position may be encouraged to continue his or her formal education by obtaining a college degree at the bachelor's or master's level. A literacy program offered by an organization has specific benefits currently for the employee, but Its benefits are more to enhance the overall functioning of that individual once his or her reading skills are improved. This is the same with the teachers. They continue to study to gain their master's degree or doctor's degree that will serve as their qualification to have a higher position in the institution. The last is the staff development. Staff development is also future-oriented, but the future is less clear and less defined, meaning it is a kind of development that prepares employee for the anticipated situations. The focus is to prepare employees for changes that are not specifically anticipated or clearly known. Employees are being asked to prepare themselves to meet unknown problems and to be ready to face a changing, uncertain future. The emphasis is also on developing the competencies that will enhance the individual's ability to lead. So, the staff development is more on preparing the employees to be versatile, to adapt with the situation, and to cope with it. The primary distinguishing feature among these three development functions is the time. So, if we will recall, the training is more on the current responsibilities of employees, while the education and staff development is more on future-oriented. The distinction between training, education, and staff development is also mirrored in public agencies that have developed comprehensive sets of competencies for first-line supervisors, managers, and administrative executives. This emphasis on competencies, whether in training, education, or staff development, promises to connect the development function more directly to managerial goals for service delivery by focusing on what employees actually are capable of doing and what they will need to be able to do in the future, as opposed to time in grade and what they have been exposed to through experience and training. And that's the end of my report. Thank you.